Halo, the Master Chief Collection on Legendary Mode. How do you play? Reach, Part 1. Legendary Mode needs little introduction. It's Halo, and it's difficult. And while this collection seemed to upset some nerds on its release, it does contain all the good ones in the series. So if you're going to claim victory over Halo, you can probably just play the ones here. But before you dive in, there are some prerequisites. So with that in mind, here's where you start. Step 1. As a child, circa 2004, play Halo 1's multiplayer on PC. To beat all the Halo games on Legendary Mode, you want to have already been playing this series since middle school. The importance of training soldiers through the heightened mental plasticity of childhood cannot be understated. This is detailed thoroughly in the military philosophy book The Art of War. And if you think implementing Mr. Sun Tzu's philosophies on warfare is a bit extreme for video games, you may want to consult a different video strategy guide, one on how to play Halo on easy peasy baby mode. Real gamers like you begin building your psychological fortitude as early as possible. And this era of online gaming, the early 2000s, contains the highest concentration of cyberbullying and harassment.
Blue team has red team flag.
The most powerful armor in video games is not one worn as vestments. It's one that's worn upon your soul as trauma that allows one to withstand the constant emotional beratement from enemies and allies alike. So to get in your daily childhood 14-hour grind, you will have already mastered lying to your parents about being sick so you can stay home from school. You'll want to have joined Christian lobbies and change your name to things like atheist or Satan to turn up the gravity in your hyperbolic time chamber of gamer hostility. This would have similarly allowed you to air that boiling 2000s juvenile angst developed from your changing body and absence of faith. Smart, opportunistic players like you will recognize these moments to reflect all of that bullying right back to where it came from, continuing the cyclical Garden of Adonis, the growth and the suffering found in a life on the internet. But 20 years later, you'll move on from all of that. You're 30, and you're sorry. You no longer wish to treat the internet as a vessel for your cruelty. Those players are people too, each with their own lives and their own loves. You begin to cultivate a cautiously reconciled relationship with your faith. And then you start the Master Chief Collection. You want to start with Halo Reach, because it's the first option on this list for some reason. Perhaps because it's a prequel? No one knows. You'll have not kept up with the lore because you were too busy being attractive and popular through high school. You were preoccupied by the time spent doing so many drugs with your so many friends. But now all of that is behind you as well, and you're watching video game tutorials on YouTube, probably alone. So read this full fucking science book worth of menu options and select Legendary Mode. The opening cutscene shows a helicopter landing and introduces number 6, who is Master Chief? Maybe? Maybe not. It doesn't matter. You play as this guy, and this guy is making friends. His friends are Strap, Fish Food, and Blue Lives Matter. Everyone else is a literally who and literally numbered generic space soldier. When you touch down from the helicopter, you'll want to test your 2 fundamentals to success across this series: the human pistol and crouch jumping. Aww. I didn't really expect that to work. In Halo 1, the human pistol is bar none the most useful weapon in the game. Due to its availability, its power, accuracy, and range, this unassuming firearm rests among the top tier of the game's arsenal, right alongside the sniper rifle, rocket launcher, and shotgun. You're right to assume the same holds true here in Reach.
Negative, sir.
Can't be. Not on.
Follow your teammates into the homes of the local inhabitants and help keep the peace.
Now. They're not rebels. They're farmers.
Oh my god, we're cops.
Finish looting these terrorists' homes. Then follow your squad to the first firefight with your main antagonist, the Covenant. The Covenant are an elite group of alien invaders, far more dangerous than that Hungarian housewife. The most common and iconic of the Covenant are grunts, shield guys, and elites. Don't be fooled by their occasional Looney Tunes antics. The little guys love throwing sticky grenades. The elites are bigger, have way more health, and they have an energy barrier that works just like yours. You can't just chip away at it, you have to commit to hit their vitals. And these are the shield guys. They pretty much just have a shield. During these fights, you may notice that the bullets from your standard issue American military automatic rifle tend to disintegrate within 20 meters of your firing position. They're like cotton candy in water. This is because, like in Halo 1, the human machine gun is total trash. If, in combat, this weapon is your only option, the best tactic is to close the gap in order to use the more preferable end, the stock of the rifle. In other words, the machine gun is best used in a way a monkey would a heavy stick. You want to ditch this piece of shit for the underrated plasma weapons that are plentiful across the battlefield. 2 of your squad are cowards and evac, leaving you behind. Then you'll come across this car? Where is this? Whatever. The handlebars in the back are made for this chain gun guy. Drive right past the enemy until you get to the structure, and decide to look for ammo. Here, you'll discover that the Covenant gave the Needler a much-needed upgrade. Finish looting these terrorists' homes, and honk the horn to load up the boys. Rendezvous with these guys, who are either strangers or the same people who flew off a second ago. This next fight is serious business. The pistol in that house you looted does not have nearly enough ammo, and neither will your cool new Needler rifle. You'll never get past this fight with the 24 shots left in each clip. But you're gonna try anyway. It's 1 shot from 1 kill from here on out. And when that doesn't work, you get so desperate for ammunition that you'll abandon all instincts by picking up the regular old Needler rifle. Avoid this approach if at all possible. At this point, you may recall that as Master Chief, you have your teammates' weapons available to use at your discretion. You see, in the Halo 1 single-player campaign, the allied NPCs have 2 main functions. The first is manning the Warthog machine guns. The second is carrying ammo for you.
It's a mess, sir. We're scattered all over this valley.
These Marines are walking weapons caches. However, to extract this cache also requires extracting the soul from the Marine's body. This feature has changed in Halo Reach. Alright guys, somebody give me a gun, give me a gun, give me a gun, give me a gun, give me a gun. Now, you don't necessarily collect teammate weapons by pressing the melee button from behind them. You may instead swap weapons with the NPC by pressing the interact button when standing in front of them. But this too proves futile. You'll try jumping back into the Jeep for a more Grand Theft Auto approach to space combat, but that just makes you a bigger target, so don't do that either. Instead, the best way to get past this fight is to think back to the advice given to you at the beginning of all of this.
I'm glad to have your skill set, but we're a team. That lone wolf stuff stays behind. Clear? Got it, sir.
Now, high IQ players like you immediately recognize this statement as terrible advice, so you disregarded it. You know that Halo is a series specifically about how charming and attractive it is to be a lone wolf soldier. Your commander gave you that advice on the helicopter to teach you a valuable lesson. Know when to reject critique. Not all notes are valid. Fuck your teammates, you want to live, so do what it takes to survive. It looks like they're invincible anyway, so the only winning move is to let them take the heat while you sneak around the back, first looting another terrorist home, then taking opportunistic shots on the little guys. Finally, use your guerrilla tactics to send these extremists packing. You're invited on the helicopter ride this time, so hop on. Well done. You've lived to fight another day. This next landing is a hot one.
LZ's a little hot, sir.
Put her down.
It's a small arena with a single covered hallway here. Unload an alien pistol and some grenades into this group of shield guys. Then discover the battle rifle. The battle rifle is basically the human pistol 2.0. It rules. One-shot the grunts and keep moving. There's nowhere to run but in a circle around this small arena. Covenant will drop in here, at the top of the staircase, move in a circle in this direction, but be sure to stay under cover in this hallway when their ships come through, because they rain hellfire. Use your plasma grenades to their fullest to take care of these elites. Once again, utilize your teammates as bait while you hide in this corner, awaiting your chance to strike. When Strap's done hacking the garage door here, she/they will lock the team into safety. As you subdue another terrorist, an elite comes to give you a smooch and steal your political prisoner away. Chain Gun Guy joins you in your mission to recover the personnel. This elite has a sword, and it works exactly as you'd expect. So bust out that undefeated Viet Cong guerrilla technique once again. Wait until the swordsman engages. Toss Machine Gun Guy a plasma grenade, and he'll gladly give his life for the cause. Godspeed, soldier. Watch closely as your teammate soothes this traumatized hostage, and you've beaten through to Chapter 3.